my gosh, guys. You came back. Oh my god, you came back. Wait. The set is not complete. It is nighttime as we're filming this. So hope everyone's having a great week. It's fucking Tuesday and I don't know why, but for some reason Tuesday is my least favorite day of the week. It is a filler episode. But there's a lot of things I want to talk about, and yeah, so let's just get right into it. So I guess, so let's just talk about public gyms. Okay. Let's start there. Let's start with public gyms. I've been a Planet Fitness member for the last, I would say 4 or 5 years. And I would say on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being I love it, 0 being I want to die, I would give it, in the first couple years, a 7, a solid 7. Nothing against Planet Fitness. I think they're a very affordable gym. I love the equipment that they have, whatever. But in recent years, that 7 has probably dropped down to about a 3.5, 4. I just despise working out in public. And the thing is, why is it such a primal thing to work out in public? Everything in me just goes into fight or flight mode, and I genuinely feel like I could kill somebody that looks at me the wrong way. My hairs are standing up, and I'm sitting there. Every bone in my body is tense, and I'm just, I mean, it's awesome. I'm in there, but the second I enter that place, I put my stuff down, I take my sweats off, I go out, I walk out of the locker room like I'm ready to play in like the Olympics or like professional sports. I walk out of there and all hands are on deck. I'm ready to kill. I am ready to kill. And I forget what I wrote in my notes about this because I had this thought the other day when I was driving to work. Oh, I just put feeling primal in the gym. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's all the men in there. I don't know if it's just like working out just gets me like amped up or something. And it's good because, it's good, good motivation to push me through my workout and whatever. But I'm just like, the second somebody looks at me wrong, I'm killing them. I'm choke slamming them. I'm throwing them to the ground. And I'm kind of on the taller end for girls. I'm not really tall, but I'm 5'8", just about. If you know me in real life, you're probably laughing because you're like, this bitch is not 5'8". But I'm 5'7 3/4", okay? So I just say I'm 5'8". And most of the time when I speak to men that are under 6 foot, they go, you're not 5'8", you're way taller than that. Because for some reason, it's a thing up here. They think that they're taller than they are, and then they meet me, who's a little bit taller than average, and they're like, there's no way. She's only 5'8". I'm 6 foot. Even though they're like 5'9", they're like, I'm 6 foot tall. There's no way she's 5'8". Yeah, so anyway, when I'm in the gym, I'm on a little slightly above average on the tall scale for girls. And something in that, it's like that like alpha wolf mentality. I'm just like, oh. But then when I see another girl who's built as fuck and she's huge, I'm like, I guess if she tries to kill me right now, like I'm going to try as hard as I can to survive, but I don't know if I'll make it. She could probably kill me, and if she wanted to fight me right now, I guess I would have to, but I'm probably not making it out. And there are a couple girls in that Planet Fitness that lunk alarm, it's going off because they're fucking huge. But yeah, I'm just getting over working out in public. It does push me to leave my house, and I do like that because usually when I leave the gym, then I'll go stop and like do other shit that I gotta do, like fucking put air in my tires and fill up gas or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like working out in front of old people. I don't like working out in front of high schoolers. I don't like working out just in front of anybody. It's not that I'm embarrassed or anything, but I'm just over it. I'm just over worrying about how I look when I'm in there. I do like, and I don't do this to like show off or whatever, which sounds so stupid and conceited, but I wear tight clothing to the gym, like your basic. I don't wear just a sports bra anymore. I will wear a long shirt that like goes down to my waist, but cuz the crop stuff I just don't like. It makes me feel way too uncomfortable, but I'll wear a long shirt or a short sleeve that goes down my waist, and I will either be wearing the Urala leggings or the Urala shorts. Okay? And now that I figured out my camel toe is huge, actually, I have to wear something underneath of it, unfortunately. So no more free balling it at the gym, at the Planet Fitness. So I do wear something underneath of it. And the reason why I do this is because even when I'm feeling fat and ugly and hideous and like an ogre, I am trying to desensitize the way I feel about my body and desensitize that like thought. Like I'm trying to push through my body dysmorphia, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to push through my body dysmorphia because I heard this thing on TikTok, and it was this girl, and she was talking to her therapist about it. And her therapist was like, you hate the way your body looks because you don't look at it enough. Because you're wearing things that are 3 times bigger than your size, and you're not showing any skin and whatever. And not saying you have to show skin, but like you're just not looking at your body. You don't see it. And so when you do see it, like in the summertime when you're wearing shorts and like, you know, bathing suits and stuff, you're like, holy shit, I hate my body. So I do it for that reason also. So even when I'm feeling really uncomfortable, and bitch, I get hot, okay? I get so hot and sweaty. And I think it's just all that fucking energy and that, oh, I want to kill somebody. That energy coming off of me just makes me hot and sweaty. So yeah, that's part of it too. But yeah, hopefully in 2027 I will be able to have my own home gym. Oh, somebody's calling me. Guess what? Not answering. Oh, we could talk about that right now because somebody wanted to interrupt my podcast that I don't know. If you call me and I don't know your phone number and the iPhone doesn't recognize it as like a doctor or somebody that I actually need to speak to that's important, I'm not fucking answering. And you can leave me a voicemail, and if my inbox is full, miss me with it. Actually miss me with it. I don't care enough. You're calling me, 1, I don't know who you are. 2, it's probably just a bot, and I'm going to answer the phone and I'm just going to hear this. And then it's going to be some AI generated voice. You owe us $1 million. You can actually either run us a check. That's what it'll be. It'll be somebody asking for money, some AI robot asking for money, or a real person asking for money. Or I just don't care. I'm not answering it. You can text me. And if you can't text me, you don't need to get a hold of me. That's actually a really good. If you can't text me, you don't need to get a hold of me. Because tell me how now in 2026, doctors can text you. Your dentist can literally text you. And so if you can't text me, you don't need to get a hold of me, actually. The next thing I wanted to talk about on this list is, okay, I talked about this. Let's talk about Dunkin for a second. So at my job, every Tuesday, I don't know why on a Tuesday, I think because we all collectively just hate Tuesday because we know it's a filler episode. One of my bosses gets us donuts from Dunkin' Donuts, okay? Every single Tuesday. And my OG, my go-to donut is a glazed donut. Whatever. Say whatever you want. I don't care. I love a glazed donut. But this time of year, I am either getting a Cupid's Choice or a brownie batter. And brownie batter, I look forward to brownie batter donuts every single year. I post about it. I talk about, literally, I say I love Dunkin' Donuts so much. Every single day I say I love Dunkin' Donuts so much. I love the brownie batter donut. I say that every single day from February until April because I love their brownie batter donut. So, I mean, my friends in college, we would talk about brownie batter donuts from like Christmas time until February when they actually started coming out, and we would make it a trip. Like if one of us was having a bad day or something, at least once a week we would go to Dunkin' Donuts to get a brownie batter donut. One, if not two, per person we'd all pile in the car and we would drive there just to get a brownie batter donut, and we were broke and we would do it because we loved them so much. But tell me why they have been ass lately. Dunkin', what the fuck is happening? I know you're not making these brownie batters fresh. These brownie batters are not fresh. The last 3 that I've had, not fresh. It's to the point now where Dunkin' is usually in the back of my mind unless I'm in the mood for a Dunkin' latte, or it's brownie batter season, or if I'm in the mood for a glazed donut. But Dunkin' is usually in the back of my brain, just sitting, waiting until I'm craving one of those 3 items. So Dunkin', all I have to say to you now, after you've let me down the last 3 times, I have had brownie batter donuts in 2026, the year of the horse, 2026. Dunkin' is now even further back in the back of my mind. Okay. To the point, you know that like SpongeBob meme of him like digging through all the files and shit? Dunkin' used to be a file that had like a little highlighter on it or like an important like sticker on it or something so that I could identify it in all the other files and like pull it out whenever I was feeling it. But now Dunkin' has lost its privileges, and it looks like all the other files in the back of my brain that just have no significance or importance at all. And I won't even think to go there. If I'm looking to get coffee, I will now be going to 7 Brew, which a 7 Brew just opened up by me. And this is so exciting for me because, again, I live in the middle of nowhere. So something like a 7 Brew is like, whoa, everybody in the town is going to the 7 Brew. What the heck? It's so fun. Every time I go there, everybody is so nice. The service is so fast. The line could be wrapped 3 times around the building and you're getting your fucking coffee and you're getting out of there in 2 seconds. Actually, maybe not 2 seconds, but like maybe 3 minutes. It is to the point where the 7 Brew is in the opposite direction of my house. And I will drive in that opposite direction and it still will be faster than Starbucks or any other coffee place or stopping somewhere on the way because they're so quick. And everyone there is so polite. So Selinsgrove 7 Brew, if you're listening, I love you. Maybe I should bleep that out so you guys don't like hear where I live. But the 7 Brew that's by me, you guys are awesome. The girl in the drive-thru today, so they sent everybody around town this like coupon packet. And tell me why I felt like 80 years old, because I sat there and I physically cut coupons out with scissors and then took the menu physically that was attached to it and the coupons with me. And I handed the girl the 50% off coupon and I said, "Oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. Does this actually work?" I felt so old. She was like, yeah. Took it. I got a large banana bread blondie, which is the girl at the drive-thru recommended this. Not the banana bread coffee that's on their menu, but the banana bread blondie and she said, I put caramel drizzle and sweet cream on mine. Do you want that? And I said, hell yeah, I want that. It's not even a question of go in there and make it. I'm feeling really pissy today. Go in there. Don't ever ask me that again. Get that sweet cream. Yes, I want it. Don't ever ask me that again. And if you're one of those people that goes and gets ice cream or something somewhere or like a treat like that, and somebody goes, do you want so's? Somebody says and goes. I'm trying to say says and goes at the same time. Somebody says, do you want whipped cream on that? And you say, no. No, thank you. Get out. Doxed. Out. You're getting voted off the island. We're voting you out. Actually, majority is voting for you. I think out of the 6 of us, 5 of us voted for you, and 1 of them was your vote. So we are voting for you to get off the island. Get out. I saw this TikTok somebody had shared or something today. And it was like white people when they order dessert at a restaurant. And it's this dude and he eats a bite of like a cake or whatever. And he's like, I like it. It's not too sweet. Why is that so accurate? That is so accurate. So good. But I also hate it at the same time because I'm that person too. because you feel obligated to say it. You feel obligated to let people know that you know you're not a fat hog. Like, yeah, I like it because it's not too sweet. Get out of here. Oh my God. Guys, I was listening to completely pivot, I was listening to Drake on the way home. If you go on YouTube and you search Drake unreleased, and there's some like songs, maybe it's just one song from his Iceman album. And if I don't want to hear it, if everyone in the comments is like, oh, you like Drake? Oh, Drake is so. Drake has always been that guy. Drake has been my number one artist, and every single year I do post about it, and I'm like, how the fuck did this happen? But every day I catch myself listening to him, which is probably at least once a day. He's like in there. I'll start with Tame Impala, Lana Del Rey. We'll work our way through like, the alternative Hosier. We'll listen to some of that feel good music. And then I'll start working my way up to like some rap, some harder rock, and then I'll like circle back. But I listen to all kinds of music besides country. Unless it's like bluegrass country, I'm not listening to that shit. But Drake is always on it. He's always on the rotation. He's always on the roster. So yeah, he's just that guy. He's always been up. If you're saying, oh, we're so back, we've always been back. We've always been here in this moment. There has not been a Drake song released off of his last few albums there hasn't been an album out of the last few that he's released, I will say, that there has not been at least one, if not two bangers. And if I did go to a Drake concert, I know that if I'm in the crowd and Drake spots me with like one of those spotlights falls on me and I get pulled up, that I'm singing word for word every single song or any song that he asked me to sing. I will sit there and I will say it verbatim because I know all of the songs that he's going to play. I just know them all. So yeah, Drake is that guy. Be mad. I don't care. I like Drake. Whatever he does in his personal life, whatever, he's a little weird, but Drake is an artist. Period. I am pissed he did not say anything about Bad Bunny though, and I am pissed that he has not said anything about what's going on with the ICE raids, but I'm not going to get political on this podcast. You guys already know how I feel. If you follow me on Instagram, you know. But yeah, I was a little bit disappointed about that, but I do love Drake, so I hate to admit it too. I really do hate it, but Drake is that guy. I'm sorry. So yeah, go listen to his unreleased song if you want to ruin it for yourself. I really don't care because I know that when the album comes out, I'm going to like it anyways. And you can feel free to record that part that I just said. And if the album comes out and it's trash, you guys can flame me. It's really okay. Okay, there's a couple more things I want to talk about, and I don't know if I'll be able to get into it because it is 9:00 at night, unfortunately, and I'm tired. Oh my God. Okay, so since we're talking about music, I'm just gonna keep going with the music thing. So on my rotation today in the car, because I do have an hour drive to work if you guys haven't heard me bitch about that already. On my rotation today was some Ray Shremmerd, and one of the songs was Black Beatles. And it's really crazy how a song like that can, if you listen to that song, or if you even hear Black Beatles by Ray Shremmerd, just the what I just said, like the name of the song and who sings it, you instantly think 2016. Instantly. And that challenge that everybody was doing where they were like, everyone was in a room and it was like, ta, 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 back bleed, blah, blah, blah. Bruh. Black Beatles in the city, we evacuated to go get the money. And everyone was like, me and my friends did it. And I was 16 in 2016. And what are you going to do? Fight me. You're mad. I was 16 in 2016. You're mad. Yeah. And what? Me and all my friends were getting our driver's license. And then you really start to listen to music like good and like cultivate your playlists and stuff when you get a car. Because then you can actually feel the music and it's not just like in your headphones or in your headphones while your parents or somebody else is driving. you are in that bitch and you can scream and sing at the top of your lungs. And I do it to this day. 10 years. It's been 10 years of me singing and cultivating my playlist. And by the way, my Spotify playlist is every single song I've ever added since I was 15 years old until now. And I'll never change. It is real. In Spotify, you need to do something about this. And I'm not saying in a way that if I do it, it like glitches out and then my phone like goes back to the home screen and I get pissed. I'm saying you need to come up with a button that when I press it, I can go all the way down to my current songs in my playlist. And I've been saying this for years. So Spotify, once you figure that out in a way that doesn't glitch my phone and piss me off, you can run me my check and I can send you guys my address or whatever. It's like no big deal. But once you guys figure that out, get back to me. I would love to talk to you about this. And we can really figure something out. So yeah, I just wish that I didn't have to go. This is literally my finger. I go like this. And it probably takes me about 20 swipes just to get to the bottom of it. And I think I have like 14 days worth of songs on there. If you play them from start to finish. Something crazy like that. But I'll never change. Because guess what? I am so diverse and cultured and amazing and beautiful and gorgeous in tea that who knows, on a moment's notice, on a drop of a dime or drop of a hat, I can change the vibe in 2 seconds. My vibe will go from I'm listening to Skyfall from Adele and I'm crying, and then all of a sudden I want to listen to like some Yeet or something. I'm playing Geek Time by Yeet. All of a sudden I'm going from singing, and specifically the part in the Skyfall song where she goes, the tune kind of like the tempo kind of changes up a little bit and it becomes a little bit more upbeat. And then she goes, where you go, I go. What you see, I see. I know I'll never be without the security of your loving arms keeping me from my... Oh my God. And if you've ever read ACOTAR, where the fuck are my SJM girls at? If you've ever read ACOTAR and you get the fan edits, the sketches of them, the Pinterest photos of Reese and Feyre during their wedding, which we've never even got the wedding scene of them literally kissing and the Skyfall song playing in the background. Oh my God. That part. And so it's like 2 pictures and you swipe right on the beat where it changes in the song, in the Skyfall song, when it changes from Skyfall and then it goes where you go I go, right on the beat you swipe and then you see Reese and Feyre. Oh my God. I miss them so much. When the fuck is ACOTAR 6 gonna come out? Guys, I can talk about this for so long. I am such a fucking nut. You guys have no idea. These books behind me, if you can see them, if you look closely, they have tabs. And I've curated my entire tabbing system myself. Each colored tab represents a specific thing in my tabbing system. Each rung of a ladder, you can say, on the tabbing system that I created. For example, something like blue, and I do have the legend somewhere, but like blue, for example, will be weapons. And so I have went through and reread all the way, and this was in lieu of the Crescent City 3 release, which Crescent City 3 was okay, but I could talk about that as well, as to why like the whole fandom was let down and everything. I was let down a little bit, but whatever, we're not going to get into it. But anyways, I reread ACOTAR maybe 2 or 3 times, and then Crescent City I reread, and I went through and I tabbed everything that was connected. And then my boyfriend, God bless him, every single thing that I obsess and freak out over, I also make him and force him to get into it as well, so that I have somebody to fangirl over it with, like heated rivalry. But then he ends up loving it, so it's really fine. But I have to force him a little bit. I do. So I forced him to read ACOTAR and Crescent City. He has not read Crescent City 3 yet. But I went through and used my tabbing system to create an entire PowerPoint presentation connecting everything. And I even made a whole Google Doc, like guiding myself through the PowerPoint presentation and talking about it. And then right the night that this poor man finished Crescent City 2, And he read those last few words in that chapter. I sat there salivating, waiting for him to finish reading it. And then I immediately was like, I have a PowerPoint for you. Buckle in, I have a PowerPoint for you. And this poor man, he was already so overstimulated. He was like, Riley. And he sat there and he got through about half my PowerPoint presentation. And then he was like, babe, I can't do this anymore. And I'm like, I get it, but I did this for you. So you're going to sit your ass here and you're going to let me present this to you like we're in high school or something. And I did. Because I wish somebody would have done that for me. You know what I mean? I just finished Crescent City 2 and I sat there like this. That was my reaction. I literally fell out when I read that those last 2 pages. So anybody that's read ACOTAR and has not read Crescent City, what the fuck are you doing? Please go read it. The first book is so hard to get into, but once you hit like page 60, it really takes off and you retain so much more than you thought. Like the world building is insane. And it's fae. For anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, these are fantasy books and the main characters are fae. What is a fae, you may ask? A fae is like a human being, but they are immortal. They have pointy ears and they're sexy and they're just sexy forever. They never get ugly. They're just hot, sexy, 6-pack. The girls sometimes they will say are like, they're just always perfect. Like their hair's down to their fucking ass. It's blonde and it's brunette. It's redhead and it's black. It's thick, but she's fit as fuck. She has the fattest ass I've ever seen, but she has a 6-pack. She has big knonkers, but also like looks like a boy. And when she has like her clothes are wet and her hair's wet, she looks like a wet rat and like a tiny little fly on the wall. But also she's like built like a brick house. And it's like one of those. And the male characters are always just hot no matter what. Like even if they're older fae and they're like 1,000 years old, it's like he's a gray fox, he's a gray wolf. Like there's a toughness behind his eyes. This man has been through it. He has seen and fought in 500 wars and he's hardened. This man has taken 2 different wives and one of them he had to kill himself. Like they just make them hot and sexy no matter what. So, and obviously there's always drama and like romance going on because all these books are romantic books. But you guys, really, I'm so sick of it. If you read ACOTAR and haven't read Crescent City, you need to do it. And Crescent City, guys, is not your regular fantasy, okay? These fae have cell phones. These fae have the iPhone 17 Pro Max with the AirPod Maxes and the Vision Pros. Yeah. These fae are walking around with the Vision Pros. So, and they also use Waymo to get around. So, yeah, you guys have to read Crescent City. I'm sick. If you read ACOTAR and you didn't read Crescent City, you're wasting your time. And you're not going to enjoy ACOTAR 6. I'm telling you right now. Okay, guys, what else? What else did I want to talk about? That was my whole book spiel. Let's talk about one more thing really quick, and then I'll let you guys go. Oh my God, do we still talk about music? You know what's so funny? This is one of my notes. White people love Eminem. Because it's true. Come on. White people love to say they love Eminem. White people love to say that they love Eminem. And you know what? I got this from one of the girls that I work with the other day. She was talking about how we were just sitting there. We were laughing about how every time white people are around people of color, they like to start using the lingo and like talking like people of color, like using like slang that they don't normally use and like acting a certain way and just like being out of pocket and extra. And white people love to tell brown people that they listen to Eminem and that they like Eminem. Like, unironically, they do that because they think that it's like going to win them brownie points or something. Like, we're going to be like, yeah, she's cool. Like, the brown people are going to be like, yeah, she's really cool. I'm saying me, including me and like the people of color, but I'm just saying like I'm not one of those people, so it makes me laugh. But also because I know white people do it. Also, Kevin's about to walk in, guys. So we might have a special guest appearance on the show. No, I really think that's it for me. I know it's only been 30 minutes. A little bit of a shorter one, but I just wanted to really talk to you guys. I wanted to get through those couple things. It is really hard for me to do this when I'm not hyped up on caffeine or anything. Like, I worked today and then I drove home and I sat on my couch and I'm like, yeah, I'll film a pod episode. Why not? I do like the ambience and the drama of it being dark, though. I think it looks cooler. I think it's cuter. So, yeah. Oh, Kevin's walking in.
Daddy's home.
Okay, guys. Kevin just walked in. So, like, subscribe, share. I hope you guys really enjoyed listening this time. Yeah, that's about it. Goodbye.
Oh my God.
That is so cute. Don't say it.